Skelly Field, H.A. Chapman Stadium in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Nearing the midway point of this season, Week 5 in our coverage of EA Sports College Football. It's the North Texas Mean Green and the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Well, guys, Coach knows this is going to be a hostile environment. This running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and Coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Tulsa will kick off, and we'll get this game started. And he's not going to take the touchback. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Takes a handoff. It's White. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. Brought down after the huge gain. Gets this offense set up at the 27.
This guy is really unique. Top 5 in the country running the football right now, and I love the way this offense gets him involved. They're able to move him around a little bit. They change up the schemes, but the big key every week, get him the ball, let him go to work.
This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a first. There's a crease. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The run inside. It's White. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, North Texas.
Man, coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did, and they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
He'll bring it out. It's Tease. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Handoff to Jones. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Hayes. Snagged in the middle, it's Singleton. And he'll be brought down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Finds his man. Goes down immediately, but he's got plenty and a fresh set of downs here. Tulsa wasting no time.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. Tulsa seems to have the whole playbook working.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Over the middle, it's Smith.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field. But how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive points.
Tulsa picked up that last first down through the air. Let's see if they go right back to it.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The holding penalty will make it 1st and 20. Just keeps slinging it. Unloads to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but this guy has been locked in. He's 5 for 6 on the opening drive of the game, and the coaching staff felt like he had a great week of preparation coming into this one. I think they were expecting.
It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. The Mean Green offense heads out onto the field. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. There he goes. Touchdown, Mean Green. And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against.
Makes a grab and room to run. huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Looking for a man, it's Hayes. On the run, fires downfield. Got his man all by himself. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped edges short. On the move. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tulsa!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown.
Number 18 set to kick off.
Just one of those mistakes that can't happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Kill. 214 close. 214 close.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's White. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play, and that's why you put your athletes there.
He's up to 90 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Short throw is complete, and he'll grab it, step out of bounds, and pick up the first down.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. That's the end of the quarter, and North Texas has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Ready to fire from the pistol. Using his legs, it's White. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
He's going to run it. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. It's White. Picks up the first down. Here's a little room there. And he scores! Touchdown, North Texas. His huge game continues. Third time he's gotten pay dirt in this one. And numbers 11, 12, and 13 on the season. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
That's reeled in. It's Jones. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's Hayes. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Wells.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Hauls it in.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
The Golden Hurricane to the line, facing second and short. Wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He wants it all. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it.
That just could not have gone any worse for the offense, guys. Not only are you dropping the ball on fourth down, you dropped a touchdown. That should be 6 on the board. You need players to step up and make plays in those types of situations. That's the kind of play that could lose you this game.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 3rd down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. From his end zone, looking to throw. Got to take care of the ball. That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw, it's Hayes. Fires to the wideout. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The Golden Hurricane needing a big play to keep this drive going. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds a tight end. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half. Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove. To the air on 2nd down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw. And that's... Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Throws to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone. And I love the vision right here by the cornerback. Seeing the quarterback the whole way. Breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision by that cornerback.
These corners going to give them some space. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Leaping grab for a big gain. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And down he goes back at the 3. Clock's still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Wants to throw, they'll have to be efficient against the clock. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is extended a little further. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We begin with FIU taking on the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. And it's FIU with the first half lead on this juggernaut, and they're trying to make history today. Going to take a lot of discipline in this second half, but they're almost halfway home.
After that kickoff, the medical staff is out there to tend to the injured player. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. Tulsa will start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
To the air, it's Hayes. The quick out. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He finds a soft spot in the middle, and he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
They just find ways to find the big fellas. Those big tight ends are huge targets for the quarterbacks. The throws are usually in between the numbers. That makes it pretty easy. Usually sure-handed guys like that just come across the field, make plays for you.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And that's a gift, right? Like, he was pretty dang open, and that drag route came open, and he had a chance to catch that, chew up some yards, but the defense will take it. And I tell you what, when you go over the middle, man, you got to have some courage, and I don't know if he felt some pressure and some bodies around him, but that was a clear drop.
Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And That's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Tulsa picked up that last first down through the air. Let's see if they go right back to it. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Caught along the sideline. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
Yeah, and just understanding where you're at on the field. Make sure you get those feet down before you get too close to that line, so I get credit for that catch. Nice job. Nice pitch. Nice catch.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing first and goal. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. They put together an 81-yard drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Texas sends the offense out to get this drive going. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Pulls it on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. The sure hands. It's Milner. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Great time.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Going to try to get it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical. 3rd down, I got this. I'll take this myself. He makes the read quickly. He calls his number. He has confidence in himself. Goes and gets the first down.
North Texas really has it going on offense. He'll keep it again on the option.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
We've reached the break, and North Texas has the lead. And now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. Running back searching for a hole. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. They've been very good at moving the chains on third down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. Here's the pressure. Keeps it and gets past the chains. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any necessary.
I tell you what, I love having a quarterback that trusts himself, that knows in a big situation in the fourth quarter he can take off and still take care of the football, get a big first down, continue to put this offense in a good position to succeed.
Run in the red zone, it's White. Might have a chip. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. North Texas will come to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, when you get down here inside the red zone, you got to be able to run the football. And it's one thing to do it conventionally, but I like the idea of mixing it up and trying to go jet sweep.
After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
Will they be able to get that 1 more yard and stick it in here on 3rd down? Sends it back in motion. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. All they need is 1 yard, and they got. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture. After such a long drive, so many 1st downs, you've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
And the field goal unit stays put. They will try to deliver the haymaker and deck them with a touchdown on 4th and goal. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he and that will extend their lead even further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Back to throw, it's Hayes. Makes the grab over the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
That's a good first down for this offense. Get something positive going. Like, listen, the possessions are shrunk now. We're in the fourth quarter. The clock is ticking for us. Down 2 possessions. You're not going to get many more, so they got to be smart with the football while still being aggressive.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Pulls it in. It's Singleton. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Lost to throw again. Snagged out of the air. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Tulsa wasting no time.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play call.
Unleashes one deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Finds his man. It's Jones. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. On target. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 13. Tulsa now has it in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got his man on the right. Worked his way ahead for a pickup of about 6 yards on the play. Clock stops. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Hayes. Grabs it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Motion from the wide receiver. They want to throw it. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Touchdown, Tulsa! And after being in a huge hole, they're all the way back, just one possession away.
And man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Texas sends the offense back onto the field. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Man, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Running inside, it's Alexander. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Got a little grass. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. North Texas doing business from the red zone. Trying to run, it's Alexander. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You want to end a play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. Timeout called by the defense, and 15 seconds to go in this one. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation.